Little brothers.
Well, that's staying in. I forgot what date it is.
It's 27th of November.
There we go. So it's the 27th of November. It's now light. This is the second time we're having to film this. The first time it was too dark. Franco is yawning in the back. We have a broken Franco. Yeah, it's a Warhammer weekend. So actually it's only a one-day event. Nice. It's priority orders. I'm playing Space Wolves. The list will now be on the screen. Baz, what are you taking?
Iron Hands, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Baz's list will now be on the screen.
Yeah, small change.
Small change.
Small change. I've basically dropped some weapon options in favour of taking an entire drop pod full of melter.
Oh, who gave you that wonderful idea, Baz?
It was divine inspiration.
Listen, if you want to call me divine, that's fine. We have another regular. Say hello.
The only regular.
No, I'm a regular as well.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Alright, fine. We have our only regular. Well, no, Baz is a regular.
It's just boring.
Alright.
More consistent regular.
We have a broken Franco though. He has a bit of a hangover.
No sympathy.
Oh.
Self-inflicted.
Really hope he does well this today. I absolutely hope he does really well. Did that come off sincere? Fuck it. Franco, what are you taking for us? Franco, yeah, Papa Nurgle is channeling through Franco today. He's got two big old demons and he's just gonna make people cry. We had a little bet in the car and we think Franco's favourite to win the event. So no pressure. But you'll notice that there is someone slightly sitting behind me. Say hello to Steve!
Hello.
This is Steve's first appearance! It is. I know. Steve obviously plays in the same team as me and Baz. And Steve, what are you bringing for us?
So I'm bringing Necrons. So mainly the Silent King, but I'm testing out some new bits and pieces around some of the new core rules. So Caesares, and some heavy destroyers, so we'll see how that works.
Beautiful. Steve has an amazing record against me personally. 9th edition's been out for like 18 months now. I've only just won my first game against Steve in 9th edition, and it took him rolling really badly with reanimation protocols. I'm not saying it was a personal achievement, but I may have been really happy in the car home. But yeah, today is priority orders. It's in Brighton, which is quite nice. It's a one-day event, so it's less pressure. This should be a short video. The only thing we and ah about, we're going to find out how it is today, is it's 2.5 hour rounds, which doesn't sound like a massive difference between like 2.5 to 2 hours 45 or 3 hours, but games tend to be quite close anyway for time, especially when you're moving lots of models and having to think about it. So that might be why my first round opponent's taking 3 Skullbringer things.
Lord of Skulls.
Alright, well that was painful, gentlemen. Thank you very much for that. 3 Lord of Skulls. He's got like 7 units and they're all terrifying. But the cultists are terrifying. The whole point of cultists. We will find out. Well, I'm going to edit loads of this, but we'll talk to you when we get to the venue and we'll say hello to our round 1 opponent.
Because then you'd have everything like drop pods.
So what we're having a current debate about is I, for a split second, thought I'd forgotten my models for this event. But I knew I had a drop pod because it's in my rucksack. So I was saying that it's fine because I can score at least 15 points a game because it's painted, and if I take Oath of Moments, I guarantee 5 points because I can't fall back and I can't fail morale. However, just because we're massive nerds, these guys decided they would find out everything wrong with my only drop pod list, and it turns out it's like not allowed for a number of reasons, which isn't great. It's a minor inconvenience.
We recording.
I don't know.
We're not doing anything.
We are.
We have nothing to say.
We are. No, look, we are. We are drinking yuzu and lime or cucumber. I don't know. At Bior. I can't. I can't say it, but it's whatever. This nice place. Look, it's really fancy. This is better than like the McDonald's we went to or the KFC we went to after the LGT. It's getting. See what happens when we bring Steve. Everything goes up in the world. Everything, we're like, look, Steve's here. I don't think McDonald's breakfast is on the cards. It's nice. What's this? Ooh, that is tasty. I'm going to do the shameless plug part where I tell people to, like, subscribe, send it to other people. Do that. Costs you absolutely nothing. Why wouldn't you do it?
Spite.
Yeah, to be fair. Alright, if you're doing it out, if you're not subscribing because of Smite, if you're a psyker, don't subscribe. But other than that, do it. Don't peril. This is going to be a really long day. This is David.
Hello.
David just made my day. David knew about the channel.
I did, yes. I watched a few and I subscribed.
Yes! There we go. So we know one of the 26 people that have subscribed to us. It'd be even better if I had you in the shot. Look at that. I'm not good at this, David, as you know. But at least, you know, you say hello to your future self.
Hello to my future self.
There we go. Quite funnily as well. Yeah. So you're playing one of the guys in our car. And but the problem is, Steve, you're at a bit of a loss because I'm not really sure who I want to win anymore. Because like I really want you to win because you're a really close friend.
How about like a nice 99 draw? You know?
I'll take a 99. That's what I'm rooting for.
Yeah.
That both players. I'm rooting for a draw.
That's a nice one.
Beautiful. But once again, thank you so much.
No, not a problem.
I'm so happy. It's round one. This is Gavin. Say hello, Gavin.
Everyone.
Yes. Gavin has been really nice, and he's bought like only a few models. They're really nicely painted, so it should be fine. There's a slight problem with it. The 3 of them are quite big. What have you brought for us?
Today I have for you 3 Lord of Skulls.
You didn't hear this wrong. 3 Lord of Skull. For those who don't know what a Lord of Skull is, I'll show you right now. Look at this thing! Toughness 8, 28 wounds, 5 up in Vun. Oh, and just because they can, there's a million buffs for them. They are going to be terrifying, and we're going to play Operation Runaway. This is going to be game 1. Their boards are lovely. All of them look nice. So for people know, there are 4 pieces of this terrain. These are dense as well as being ruins. So they're like dense to shoot through them, but they give you the normal breachable stuff like that. This is obviously obscuring ruins. It's just nice. It's going to be hard to hold objectives, but we'll see what we can do. And that's it. See you in a bit. So that was the end of turn 1. I went through all 7 of my CP and got a little bit achieved. These long fangs are not long enough in the teeth. As they fell, they did 7 wounds to one of these guys. They pretty much had a really bad shooting phase with them, and 6 out of the 10 shots missed. It happens. The Vanguard veterans over here did quite well with the character support, obviously. They were able to kill one of the Lord of Chain Skull people. Thank you. But the problem is we've still got 2 over here, and we're running out of ways to kill them. But we'll see. I think I'm going to lose that point. Gav, how was that for you, turn 1?
So I think that's something bad. I was pleased with my turn. Both my powers went up 60. and I feel drinking drinks. So I was pleased about that. I thought I was going to get away with all the skulls moving over there, and as I'm sure you know, they're actually on 2 wounds. They're actually more dangerous than when they're on 4 wounds.
Yeah, when you get to that bottom bracket, I was like, please die, don't live.
That's actually best case scenario to be honest, in that situation. So yeah, that's a bit disappointing. But overall, yeah, I think I've got to be happy.
I think so. Gab's a good guy. It's been a good game so far. Yeah, so I made some mistakes, and all of my intercessors and incursors got killed in turn 1, which has made raise the banners high a little bit difficult. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So this is now turn 4. This is a very close game. There is a raptor. Hello, Mr. Raptor. This is a really close game. So I was able to kill one of these skull chaos things, and I left this lovely one. Say hello. I left him on 1 wound. He then one-shot my Redemptor and put my captain on 1 wound. If he had died, I think I was in a good position. Because he lived, I actually think I'm in a really dangerous or precarious position. I think I'm going to lose too many assets now. So yeah, I don't know. I probably could have played it a little bit better. I don't know where I went wrong, but we'll see. Feeling happy?
I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So it's really close. Really good game, isn't it?
You know? That's the end of game 1. For a game that I thought I was honestly losing by turn 2, the Space Wolves were able to just squeak out a win, 94-72. The gap is not equal to what was left on the field. I think there are about 20 models left on our table. Titan Hunter was a big one, obviously. Yeah. You took Rod, Stranglehold, and Grind. And Grind, I think, was you were umming and ahhing whether to take Grind or whether to take to the last. And I think you made the right decision of not to the lasting, because it meant that every time I would have killed a knight, one of your touch swing, it would have been a 10-point swing. So you made the game much better for yourself, I honestly think. We had a little joke. I think you killed too much too early. You killed all of my troops turn 1.
I made Grind difficult myself.
You did. You made it really hard. I'm not upset about it.
No.
I got there.
Loss, isn't it?
It doesn't matter where the blood comes from, as long as there's blood. But that was really good.
Yeah, no, really good. Obviously it's a big loss. So I don't think you obviously just mentioned at the end, killing the things like that. It's a big last turn. But you know, that's the thing, isn't it? You went second, so you didn't get the health strike, but you got the last turn.
And actually, I think that's what made being able to go second.
Great for banners.
Was great for banners and was great for the primary. I was able to just take you on turn 4. I was able to do enough to make it so you only got 1 primary, and then that meant that you then scored 5, and then obviously going second, it's really hard not to score 15 because you obviously know where you have to go, which made that a lot better. But yeah, that was really enjoyable.
Yeah, no, it's a great game. I really enjoyed it.
If you ever played Gav, it's a great game. It's insane. 6 up feel no pains are a thing where you have 26 wounds.
I forgot about that.
When you have 26 wounds, they come up once in a while. On turn 2, I shot you with a bunch of macroplasma, and then I looked away, and all you'll do is have the same life, and I was like, oh, god damn it! But it was great.
No, it's a really good game.
Thanks so much.
Thanks,
and let's go get a drink.
Yeah, sounds good.
Beautiful. So that was the end of round 1. So 3 of us won round 1. Pause now and see if you can guess who didn't. Come back, Franco. We love you, really. Franco played against Thousand Suns, and he honestly knew that there was going to be a rough matchup. And it sounds like the Thousand Sun player had some timely things. Played well.
Things went right at the right time.
And it happens, right? So in my game, similar things happened. I got to turn 3, and then I started rolling 6s, and it just makes everything a bit easier. Baz, how was your game?
Really good. Imperial Fist, surprisingly good at killing things. Really slow. Outmaneuvered him. I took him off of his flank like turn 2, and it took him to turn 4 or 5 to take my upper flank.
Okay, so
So the swing of that came in the game.
what was the score?
89 to 70.
Nice.
You didn't ask me my score.
I didn't know if you wanted to tell us. Go on then, Franco. You tell the people at home.
91, 70.
That's actually
74.
good. That's
I know,
a good losing
Exactly.
score. Steve, on the other hand, so Steve has this thing where he just comes and plays for fun, and doesn't take it very seriously, relaxes, and then somehow always does the best out of all of us.
Always in round 1. The rest is never as good.
Okay. Steve played Space Wolves, so we're all actually quite lucky. So you played against Fists, which is Baz's main love, so he knew that inside out. You played against Space Wolves,
I played a lot of Space Wolves recently.
which I don't know why we've been testing Space Wolves, but it's come up. So how did that go?
Helpful. Yeah, it was good. It's 100 to 45, so a good score for me on that one. There was a lot of luck in a few bits and pieces. The inbounds went the right way. Heavy destroyers really pulled their weight. When you get through the inruns on the relic contemptors, they will go away. So the changes I made to try and get through dreadnoughts really worked. So I also brought back a lot of models with
Reanimations.
reanimations and the Technomancer arena. So several heavy destroyers came back. Lots of warriors came back. Lots of points.
Don't ask.
How did the
Yes, they took their points back and scored points.
Really? The drop pod did really well. So that's 1-0 for Tom. Apparently,
I'm sorry. Did you say 1-0?
yeah. No, listen. So that's the end of. We don't need to listen to any more of Baz. We are rushing for our food because we have about 15 minutes between rounds. It's a really quick day, really fast paced. Like we said, 2.5 hour games. I feel like I played really fast, and we still were just getting there. But it is what it is. People got families to go home to. But it was really fun. Hopefully, we don't know what we're playing yet, so we'll see what round 2 brings. So we are playing against Lee. Say hello, Lee.
Hi, Tom. Hello, world.
Hello, world. Look at this. All of the few of you that watch this. So this is game 2. It is overrun. We are playing against Thousand Suns, which is painful. And Lee decided he'd be rude and he would go first. It's obnoxious. Means we haven't gone first once, but I guess it's okay for Lee.
Still time.
Still time to make up for it. Fail all of your saves, Lee. That's all you need to do to make it up for me. That's all you need to do. Lee beat Franco in round 1, didn't you, Lee?
I did. 91-74. It was a very close game. Velikor just couldn't handle quite so many mortal wounds as Araman decided to put out.
I'm sure a Cyber Wolf will be able to hold up to it.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Good luck, Lee.
Good luck to you.
Turn 1 was the psychic phase, as you would expect for the Thousand Suns. Killed, 2, almost 3 units of guys, which is really good, really powerful. My stupid, these guys, these long fangs, get the shame on them. They have done nothing. Just did a few wounds to these contemptors. I got a bit greedy. Maybe I should have just fired at one, but I still wouldn't have killed one. So that's upsetting. We are about to see the pain train that comes in next turn. I think this is going to be a powerful turn for the Thousand Suns.
I don't know. I'm in the wrong places to make a powerful turn. All of my good stuff's on this side, all of my good stuff's that side. I feel like we're just rotating the board.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to have to see. But I think the squad can do something.
There we go. Good luck. We will. Taken a while for turn 1 and 2, but they were really important. We both made some mistakes on engage, but I decided I was going to go for the throat in my turn 2. I felt like he was just in range, and I had enough to be able to advance charge and chaplain and some vanguard vets to really put the hate on. It worked. I was able to flip this around. I was able to get all the vets into combat. Having a 10-man unit and it was a mistake to have a 10-man unit. It's actually turned out to be really well, and I think I'd actually keep it as a 10-man. They hit the Terminators and were able to pick them up quite well. Still got our dreads. Will's got a few guys in the ground. It's still, 2 Contemptors is nothing to sneer at. Araman is going to do some work. And you're scoring really well, and that's the problem I've got. So, we're all undefeated. Don't know how that's happened.
Surprising.
Yeah, so I beat 1,000 Suns. It was an amazing game. I've spoken about it before. It was really good. Turns out this mistake of having a 10-man blob, it's not a mistake. I'm going to keep doing it. It's really good. Baz, how did you do?
Hey, pretty well. 83 to 31 against Tyranids, new Tyranids as well. So really pleased with that. But my opponent didn't score primaries the whole game.
Yeah, I took 1,000 Suns off primaries, which helped. Steve, how did you do?
So managed to beat Takari 87-82, really close game. Came down to literally just a couple of really lucky rolls, otherwise it should have been rolled over. But Silent King, as always, scored 15 points on his own, beat his way across the board, and there was no answer for it. But it was painfully close to me just being tabled.
And Franco's just turned up. Franco, how did you do?
97-25.
To you.
Well done.
Beautiful. He's back on track. So we won. Franco's a little upset that I won my game.
I'm happy you won.
You're happy I won?
Of course I am. It means you've got a really hard game last now.
Yeah, probably got Steve. Yeah,
Go on, Steve!
I'll see the abuse. We only have a few minutes before turnaround. This has been a really good event, actually. It's been really chilled. There's been like a really varied amount of lists so far. We will find out what's going on with round PvE pairings, and I just don't want to play against orcs, and they've won everything. So it's either play one of you guys or play orcs. I don't know what.
I'm okay with either. I haven't played orcs and I'm happy playing you guys, so whatever.
I don't know, we'll have to see. It's direct assault next, which I think is my strongest mission out of the event pack. So that's obviously what I'm going to lose. Yeah.
Should have said it. That's it. It's done now.
Yeah, it's done now. All once.
Train station's down the road.
I'm going to say I haven't played the game. If the Melter Bomb hasn't done anything next game, we're having words.
What's your total wound count for the Melter Bomb?
They've done a total
13.
So they did 6 in that game and 7. Yeah, I've done 13 wounds in 2 Melter Bombs. I'm meant to be able to do that with like 3 guys. So this is not good. We will carry on. And the chaplain apparently doesn't read his Bible. He got off in that game. He had 1 litany go off. In the game before, he had 2. All right.
So Master of Sanctity, man.
Yeah, I've rolled
training.
I've rolled a couple 2s. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm a dyslexic. He's a dyslexic. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it pass. All right. We'll see you and my opponent at round 3. So this is Tom. Tom's doing gross things with orcs. Aren't you, Tom?
I am. Always the charging, always charging. Don't think Thomas is going to like them. First time he's played them, I'm going to be lenient, it'll be fine.
He knows he's in for a decent win. Here we go. We'll give the uphill struggle though. All right, we'll get the ball set up and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we are set up against the orcs. We are doing the Space Marine thing and hiding. The orcs, on the other hand, are having a jolly old time, aren't they, Tom? We've got at least one of them. There we go. Oh, we'll find out who goes first when Tom gets back. Tom, don't you run away. Just you run away. The reason why my opponent is running away is I had 3 up saves on my Vanguard veterans in cover. I rolled 7 1s and a 2 just for cover.
Deserved it.
I've had my dice.
Tell me about it. I know the feeling.
Yeah,
last
it's just
game,
been.
I pulled it out, but last game.
So yeah, this is not good. We are probably going to lose the books. Anyway, let's keep going.
What's occurring?
Franco.
I can't roll dice.
I can't.
Go on, everyone.
3, 2, 1, go.
So Tom, how did that go for you?
It was alright.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. It was a bad matchup for you. Good matchup for me.
It was a bad matchup versus my dice.
So we played Surround and Destroy, and Orcs love to charge first. So do Space Wolves, but unfortunately Thomas went first, and I was able just to manoeuvre around, take the objectives, and it finished 97.
9756.
97-56, which was good. But, yeah,
56.
97. And I think just pick this man, hopefully.
Yeah, by 2 points, I reckon.
By 2 points.
Oh, I let the team down. Couldn't stop him.
But yeah, good game.
Yeah, it was interesting. There was in turn 2, I had eight free ups to make, and I failed all of them, which was an 11-point swing.
That's huge.
And also forced me to have to do things that I didn't want to do. So, yeah, what are you going to do? Hitting on 5s is fine if you roll like Tom.
If you make 12-inch charges, I can do in turn 2 as well. So, yeah, it's unlucky.
Happens.
Second place with Necrons again. It's Steve Scott.
Hey! Necrons OP!
Stephen Scott, your photos. Come and look, really happy.
I might stand up here so I don't quite so good.
No, I stand on the podium. Right, there you go. And your prize money. Thank you very much. Right, and first place with Can I Play with Magnus and the Orcs is Tom Green. There you go, Tom. A little trophy to put on your
That is the end. That is the end of the one day. It looks like a little bit of a Blair Witch project. It's because we were in the car going back because the camera battery died. So we're having to light the car using phones. I don't want to think about the legality of it. It was an awesome event. It was very different to an LGT event, I think.
More chilled out.
Yeah, a little bit more chilled out. The were very powerful lists, but it felt like there was some a little bit more wiggle room, and at least some people being a bit more relaxed. The terrain was really interesting. So they were all the same, but it was very hard to hold your home objectives. Like there was, I think, one objective in all 3 missions I was able to stand in a building and not be seen and hold it. Very, very difficult, which was fine. I lost to Orcs. They probably need a points increase of about, 5 to 10%. It just felt like I was playing against an extra 100 points. Because I couldn't stop him, and Steve's going to hit me with something, because I couldn't stop him scoring 97 meant that Steve came second by 1 point to the guy that I lost to. So, on a better note, Steve, in his first appearance in our videos, Steve came second.
Yeah.
Woo! Nice. Bringing the pain with the Necrons. So Steve, tell me how your games went.
Yeah, so I had 3 really good games. So first game against Space Wolves with David, lots of fun, really interesting game. Second place of the day though, so it was a good win for me on that one. But good win meant that I got Drakari on game 2, which was always going to be really bad. I always find that a really tough matchup.
Yeah.
So I played against Kyle. We had a really good game. I think we had a bit of a laugh. Again, really, really tough, and it just was a case of scoring well at the start of the game and then just dying, but managing to hold my lead just long enough to manage to eke out the victory. But a lot of fun, good game. And then
because I've done alright so far, game 3 against Grey Knights, which is probably about as bad as it gets for Necrons, but we had a really good game, so we had a really good time, it was fun. Again, I basically got tabled, but just about managed to hold off on the points. I did feel a bit bad because the sort of the Warwick secondary really didn't exactly go particularly well because just maxed it. But again, all day, Silent King just maxed 15 points per game on Code of Combat, so very, very strong secondary. But all in all, had a pretty good time, so lots of fun.
Yeah, I know that people want to move, like try load of things with core and see what core things can happen, but I think good Necron lists still start Silent King, Warrior Blob. Now what else are we going to do? But that's my personal opinion about it.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. So Zeres as a sort of buffer and bring her back and balls was fun, but probably not worth his points.
Yeah.
A couple of Technomancers doing the same job would have probably been okay. But other than that, heavy destroyers I've been testing out, hitting on 2s, rerunning 1s is really, really, really good. So I think I'll be keeping him in the list for a while.
Sweet. Alright. Baz, how did you do?
Reasonably good, 2-on-1, finished 8th, which I'm pretty pleased about. It's better than I should have done, really, in hindsight, because the terrain just meant I could just shoot.
Yeah.
Which you shouldn't really be able to do, but my gladiators, oh my god, the gladiators, they smashed everything.
It's always fun when gladiators do. Franco was there as well, but no one really cares how Franco did. I don't care that much. But Franco, so apparently Franco had the best 2-1 record. Go on in, Franco.
Well, I finished, what did I finish last?
Fifth.
Because I was on the highest 2-1 in the end.
Yeah, because you lost your first game.
Oh, shut up. I lost my first game because my hangover messed the belly out in front of me.
Lost his first game to someone that I played in round 2, so something. No, it was really good. I really enjoyed today. It's tiring. It was very quick rounds, but actually having 2.5-hour rounds wasn't the end of the world. You had to play really quickly. But you didn't feel as tired after games. So that was nice. Yeah, I think I still prefer 3-hour rounds, or maybe 2:45 might be a sweet spot. Who knows?
I think the 2.5 is good when you're with a player that knows what they're doing and can smash through their own turns.
Yeah.
But, like, I think if you've got to play 2.5, you've got to clock it.
Yeah. My camera's gone. I didn't clock anyone, but I know I played people. Everyone I played I knew was playing, like they knew what they were doing, so it was really easy for me not to have to, which was nice. Yeah. So greatest thing about today, Steve's first round opponent, David, who was playing Space Wolves, go David, and before the thing was like, hey, you're that dude on YouTube. I'm so happy. He's one of the 25, so go David. So hope he did really. He had a rough day, but it was his second ever tournament. He took away some good learning points. He seems like a really nice guy. Steve really enjoyed playing with playing against. I was going to say playing with him, but that seems mean. Playing against him, and we hope that we see David at future tournaments. So. David messaged me because I know you all live away, but we're having a local tournament, so maybe you want to come join us. Anyway, that's the end. Should be a quick one. I am still a geek. I hope you are too. Baz, what about this time? Are you a geek?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Franco, are you still a geek?
Obviously.
And Steve, are you still a geek?
Yeah, perfect.
Beautiful. Have a good one.